Welcome to Fervent Motorsports. I'm Joe Baath, and this is one place where you get all the happenings of motorsports across the country and the subcontinent. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest who's going to be coming on with us, Srinivas. Very fondly, he's called the Moto Port Serini, and he's a very senior gentleman who has kept the faith of all of us petro heads or diesel heads alive in the world of motorsports. He's one gentleman who actually has been on two wheelers all his life, and a gentleman who knows everything about motorsports. But yes, motorcycles have been his passion, and we're waiting for him to join. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you, Joe?
I'm good, thank you. My name's Joe, and it's such an honor to have you here on
Thank you.
Fervent Motorsports. Uh,
Thank, thank you, Mr. Joe.
okay, what should I call you as a protocol? Srini or Motoport
Seena.
Srini or
Seena.
Sina?
Seena.
Okay, Sina.
Before we start, one small correction.
Ji.
For K1000 Rally, I was a chief scrutineer, not chief steward. I was a chief scrutineer.
Okay, Chief Scrutiny.
Yeah.
For all the people who are watching, scrutiny is a very important aspect of any motorsport, and it is the responsibility of Srini or the likes of him who make sure that all the cars or the vehicles in any competition adhere to the rules and regulations, and which is also subliminally helping all the drivers be safe and be part. FMSCI is one of those organizations which are looking at promoting motorsport in the country. Rather than me telling anybody what you have been and how it started, I think the first question is going to be, when did you really realize that it's the engines and the speed and the thrill and the chills that are part of your DNA?
Okay. So actually, in 1983, my brother-in-law had a garage workshop, a two-wheeler workshop where he used to do all these Vespa, Lambretta, Vijay scooters and all. I was there till 86, and after that, I don't know, I just gave up and started my rallying in 89. That is, basically on TSD formats, rally which I've done with my cousin Kumar. He was my navigator. So after that, 89 to almost to 96, I was, in the rallying thing. And in 96, I thought, some of my friends told me like, when you are going to rallies and all, why don't you start preparing your bike on your own? So I had that interest and I went to Hero Honda for training. And after that, I went to Yamaha for training. And after that, I opened a workshop known as Moto Port. That's how my name came as Moto Port Seena. So after 96 also till 2000, 2002, I did rallying, even having my garage. I started it as a passion and later on it became a profession to me. And after that, it's again history. And in 2006, one Mr. Yogesh Kalra, who is a technical delegate now, told me that why don't you write go and have a seminar regarding scrutineers and stewards scrutineer in stewards and scrutineer seminar in Pune. So I'd been there, and 2006 I got my license from the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India. After that, approximately maybe 250 to 300 events I've been a steward, as a assistant steward, as a club steward, and as chief scrutineer. And in the year 2016, we went to Coimbatore again to write seminar because Federation tells that we keep getting fresh uh, technical formats, so we have to keep updating ourselves regarding the technical things. And I went to Coimbatore. We six from Bangalore went to write the seminar, and all the six got passed. Apart
Nice.
from 30, 35, we were there. all got through, and my license was senior 001. You can go to the
Nice.
federation
Okay, okay,
website and see
hold
it's
on,
a
Srini.
001.
We need to. You're a senior person who actually everybody emulates who wants to get into motorsports. You said that there was a time when you were at your relative's workshop and all those Lambrettas and all those two wheelers. Why did you stop in between? Was it family pressure? Was it studies? What?
No, actually, to be very frank, my mother was not interested me to become a mechanic. Basically, I don't know. Now it's open. Those days it was like uh, 86. I got a job in Windsor Manor, a five-star hotel in Bangalore. Out of 150, only 10 was selected, and I was one of the one in 10. So Mahesh
Nice.
Pudukonai was my captain. Brijesh Patel, brother Christopher, no, sorry, no, sir, not Brijesh Patel. Roger Bini, brother Christopher Bini was my colleague. So even there also, my parents were more interested me to do something else, and then I told them, made them to understand, say this is what I interest I've got. As I want to be as a tuner, as a mechanic. So we used to call it mechanic, not tuner those days. Uh,
True.
Me being a Gouda, you know, Gouda is constrained to do all business
Oh,
and to work in a government organization. So they were very skeptical about me to become a mechanic. Then I told, no, I'm interested in this, and opened a workshop in my premises only in Rajaji Nagar first block. And after that,
hmm,
when I, kept my name, kept the workshop name as Moto Port Seena,
moto.
then people started me recognizing as Moto Port Seena. Even now also, if you tell anybody Srinivas, they won't recognize that. And if you say yes, Moto Port Seena, definitely I'll be knowing. And if
I
he's in
know
racing
Motorsport
and
Sina.
rallying.
I'm talking to him right now. I'm talking to Motorsport Sina right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you, thank
you
you, sir.
started your first rally, so it was obviously a four wheeler because you had a navigator with you. Is it?
I'm sorry, it was two-wheeler. I have never done a four-wheeler, only two-wheeler.
Okay,
Only
okay.
two-wheeler. I
So yeah,
started
back
with
in the
my
days,
RX 100. I
back
started
in the
with my
days,
RX 100.
nice. Back in the days, my first rally was also with a navigator, and I was riding an Enfield. It was up in the
Oh,
hills here in Himachal.
oh, oh,
So
oh.
yeah, that's a coincidence. Was it irritating for you that somebody behind your shoulder is telling you to go slow, go fast? You're running late, and you got to take a left and take it easy.
That's all part of actually TSD rallies. Sometimes navigators misses and tells, I've gone front. You do, no, 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 you have to go left on the back. Why did you come front? Boss, you tell me, no. Then only I can move. When you tell me, I'll
Especially
take because
those,
and the in TSG formats and all, you'll be
yeah,
knowing that we don't get more speed of more than 45, more than
yes,
45. Even now for two wheeler or four wheeler, it is not two wheeler anyway. Two wheeler nowadays it's not happening, but four wheeler also you are not supposed to cross 45. The speed limit is
yes,
45 max. I'm
yes,
telling you. So it depends how you navigate yourself to the route and the understanding which you have with your navigator.
yes,
That's
certainly,
how.
and especially at the time of technology when you didn't have in-ears or Bluetooth devices to communicate, the engines purring,
No,
making
no,
all that
no,
noise, and what? What did
no,
you
no,
say?
no,
Oh,
no. Sometimes, when I'm riding, I'll be thinking something else and they would have told me and I missed. My brother used to shout at me. I'm shouting
good,
at you.
good.
What are you, where are you, what are you thinking? And we used to have that odometers and all, not digital, not even digital. We used to turn the thing and go back again, make it zero, come back. We used to have a lot of, and there are so many who are more experienced than me also in Bangalore. Yesterday, in fact, 3 days I was in K1000 at Chief Scoop. Whenever we used to have a small time to speak, I used to speak with Mr. C.K. Chinnappa, Chakrapadi, Satyavrat, all these guys. If they tell their experiences, mine is nothing. in 90th century.
Conversation does not end between gentlemen who share the same passion, and especially right now,
Definitely.
Sina is being actually very modest about it. Your first win. Tell us about your first win.
My first win was in Vasa Rally, that is Vijayanagar Automotive Sports Association. That was very famous in
Okay.
Bangalore. Vasa and KMSC, we used to have picnic rallies. And unfortunately, I didn't win any K1000, sorry, KMSC picnic rallies. I don't know. It was, we had a tough time. There were good navigators. I think you'll be knowing that most of the navigators in India are from South only, are from South.
Yes. Yes.
Even yesterday with K1000 also what we saw, all North Indian, the other part of South, drivers used to have only South navigator. It is not that
Okay.
bad. They are very aggressive drivers again.
Yes. My
Yeah,
question to you
Shailesh.
now is when
Yeah.
when did you think that okay, now it's time for me for the transition, and how was the feeling for you, let's say when it was your last event and you were like, okay, I hang my boots, my riding gloves, my helmet, and now I want to get into serious automotives but on the administrative side.
Okay. After opening my workshop, usually events take place at weekends. So Saturday, Sunday was the events, and till 2001, 2002 was my last KMSC picnic rally, which I did. And after that, I thought, okay, let me now start up preparing bikes for the boys who are interested. And I started preparing bike for our K1000, Popular Rally, South India Rally, Cotton City Rally. For BC Rupesh was my rider, who is a very good autocross driver now, and he has his own workshop outskirts of Bangalore. So he was one who, I brought him into the rallying field. And then after that, he told me like he's getting a chance to ride in Yamaha. Then I told, go. He told, sir, I was with you all these years. How can I leave you? I told, no. If you are getting a chance to climb up the ladder, please climb. Don't tell that, I'm standing here, let me stand here only. After that, even today, even yesterday also, he was there with me. He was telling me, sir, because of you. And I told, no, 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 not because of me. It's Almighty's what wanted you to be. So it was like that. And after that, 2006 to 2016, not 2016, I finished my seminar of steward and scrutineer. After that, almost 250 to 300 events I've been officiating, still officiating, and I want to keep officiating also.
Okay. Right now, there are many viewers who are there. Let's open this whole conversation on to everybody who has questions. Please do send it across so that we can ask Sina about these questions. The situation these days, everybody says, is better than the time when people like you or me were into motorsports. About sponsorships, how easy was it for you, or how difficult was it to actually gather sponsorships and convince?
Definitely, definitely. Those days, the events, TSD events, entry fees was just 200 or 300 rupees or max 400 rupees, not even 500. If anybody gives us 400 rupees for the entry fee, the whole sticker of his company or if his a personal, we used to do stickering to them. And for stickering, we used to spend 50, 100 rupees those days. And it was very difficult. Even now also, motorsports is not much familiar like any other sport. But nowadays, yes. Nowadays means it's lightly picking up. Very lightly picking up. Some sponsors are coming and there are not much basically drag strips. There are not much drag strips. We have only four as of now. That is Valley Run, and one in BAC, and one in Coimbatore, and one in Chennai. So nowadays people are flocking to see that tracks are coming out, and most of the autocross two-wheeler and four-wheeler are happening in South compared
Yes, it
to
is.
any part of India.
We boys in the north are a little jealous because you boys down south are actually taking it, I think, more seriously, or it's more organized as compared to the others. Karthik Raj Mohan here says, Motorsport Sina, you have been in the field for so many years. What are the important changes that you see after this COVID spur? Especially, yes, COVID has actually been something which. How did it affect you in terms of motorsports?
Okay. After COVID, it is like every week we have events. Every week we have events, and I'm seeing it's going like really. Some days if they don't get, usually it happens on Saturdays, Sundays, but nowadays it's become on weekdays also. They have started weekdays also. They have started to organize events like TSD events, and all the events are happening. And March 23rd or 24th, we have South India Rally, which is a part of 21-22 National Championship. After that, April again, the National INRC is continuing.
Yes,
This is
yes.
how, like, we last 15 days back we finished, a week back we finished Coimbatore INRC for four-wheeler and two-wheeler. Sorry, and yesterday we finished in as KMSC, Karnataka Sports Club organized. We finished second round, third round by MMSC, that's Madras Motor Sports Club is organized. And today I got a question in Facebook. Why is that not happening in North? The thing is,
Yes, good
more of
question.
this.
Whoever said it, good question.
Somebody asked, and I answered them. Answered them. I told the promoters. It depends upon the promoters and the organizers. See, most of the promoters, they have to bid and take the championship from the federation. So it has been taken by people who are interested, more interested. And in North, I don't know, in North, should have interest to do all these things. And I've been updating about all this. You know also that alone in WhatsApp, I have around 4,000 motorsports enthusiasts. They are receiving all kinds of stuff about motorsports, whether it is bidding, if it comes to bidding part, if it comes to event part. I'm the person to update. And nook and corner of pan India, I have got the enthusiasts, and I keep getting questions.
It's such a relief to have somebody like Sheena here. Ash Bukhardi, hey, one of the ladies we actually interacted last time, thanks to Sheena here.
Ah,
She's
that was a
she's
really
given
good
us a
program.
compliment here, saying that men like him support and encourage women in motorsports. So that's a compliment for you, yes, for sure. Interesting to note that North does not have that many events. Yes, we understand that, but yes, there have been some, challenges that have been happening. My question to you is then how come you see a few people from the north are the winners, like Gaurav Gill? And I mean, hats off to it. I think we should take this opportunity that for all of us, motorsports fraternity, him getting an Arjuna Award is actually a recognition that, yes, as a
Yeah, yeah,
sport, motorsport, he as a driver has received that. Everybody who's here, please like and press the heart button
really.
for Gaurav Gill. Yes. Okay. Formula One is the obvious thing. I would call it the God of all motorsport. You have been there, and since the first season, you've been attached with it here in India. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, in 2011, I got to register myself as a marshal. I wanted to be a marshal of the event for the first ever F1 happening in India. That is in Buddha International. For the
Yes.
first time, I had been 4 days for registration, and after that, we were there for 15 days in Noida. I was staying in Delhi. From Delhi, I used to travel to Noida, and the amount of experience I got, and more to see all these years we were watching it on TV, and when you are on live, and I was in last but one corner in Marshall Point. Okay, when the car started there, you won't believe my eyes filled with tears, and with national anthem playing on the speakers, eyes filled with tears. Like, oh yes, man, I had a goosebumps really. and we got to see, and I don't think they show it in TV and all. We got to see all the drivers, including Michael Schumacher was there in at the first F1 in India. We could see just a 10 feet from us, because before the race they were taken around on all vintage cars. First they take, at that time, they wave to the spectators and all, and that was really, I mean, and then the car used to pass in front of us. These cheeks and my ears were actually, it was, what do you say, like, it used to get brrr, noisier.
I
And
understand that.
yeah, but we had got trainees from Dubai. So they had given me the direct to interact with the race control. Then it was 60 laps. Till 35 laps, I was wearing that. Then I took it out. I told, "Wait, what happened? What happened?" I told, "Boss, I want to hear now. I want to hear the noise. If I wear this, I'm not able to hear anything. Now I want to hear." Oh, okay, okay. Then almost 20, 25 laps, I heard that noise. I think today, even today, it's still in my ears.
It is
It's like
unadulterated that you heard. It's everybody's dream. And see, it's like cricket when you see your mentor or somebody that you love so much. It's a different feeling. And
definitely,
watching Michael Schumacher or the other drivers, I can well imagine how the adrenaline was pumped, even though you were not behind the wheels. My question to you
yeah.
right now is: do you think Formula One's coming back to India?
Okay, in 2011 itself, we had decided, we all had gone there, seeing all the scenario. We thought this is only for 3 years because it was signed for 3 years. The contract was signed for 3 years. Every 3 years, every country gets signed for 3 years. So we
Oh,
thought this
okay,
only for
okay.
3 years. This is only for 3 years. Every 3 years, it's keeps getting I mean renewed the
So what you're
thing.
saying, so what you're basically saying is that every venue has to have a contract with the F1 authorities, and it gets
Yes,
renewed
FIA,
all over the world
FIA.
every 3 years.
Yes, yeah,
So all
yes,
the
every three
viewers who
years.
are watching, we need to reassure you that please don't feel rejected, or left out.
Ah,
It was just
that's
that it
all.
was part of a contract. It's not that there's anything less in the Booth circuit. Tell us about the Booth circuit. How do you rate the Booth circuit as compared to the other tracks across the world?
Before me, everybody in 2011 and 12, they have rated 5 star, not 7 star. They have rated the
Wow.
track. And I have, for me being as a marshal, whatever that 5.4 kilometers, I think, I have taken a walk. We were taken for a
Yes,
walk
yes,
to show
yes.
the track, and it was, and why this happened 3 years. Why we knew only 3 years this is happening because of the contract, and after that why it's not happening was because of government norms, tax structure. Tax structure
Okay.
at that time. What I heard was 1,200 crores they have to pay tax. In
Wow.
that in that 600 rupees they are going to refund after 6 months. And you know that if you want to run the show, they have to start up 6 months before. So their
Yes.
600 crores is lying there only. Because of that, they went back. Nothing else. There is no other reason. Might be some other government which takes a priority initiative regarding F1. I think it will happen. It will happen in future. Definitely, it will happen.
We're all hoping and praying because as an MC or as a marshal or whenever I'm attached to any of the motorsports events, going into Budh circuit is just a surreal feeling. I mean, just those frames in the eyes when you look around, there is nothing which you think is, I don't like it. I mean, right from the pits to the offices to the pit lane to the main track, and like you said, that's the only time when you say, oh, you're walking down those kilometers and realizing, I wish there was a little more to it, you know. And
Definitely.
a lot of motorsports events do keep happening, but yes, the sad bit is that I wish it was like a movie having 4 events a day.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know
It will happen. It will happen. That also will happen.
Amen. Amen.
Because we are nowadays we are getting more and more competitors. Of course, every event I keep telling, because I'll be invited as a official, and they tell me to give away the trophies and all, and they tell me to say some words to the competitors. I tell them, because without competitors there are no organizers in motorsports.
Oh, so
Without
sweet.
without organizers, we officials are nothing. So we come last. So we request the competitors to be very competitive on the track, not off the track. Off the track, there may be some of your person where you're going. We have seen so many incidents doing wheelies and all, and hitting a person, hurting them and all. So nowadays those things have cut down, and I've seen also all these riders, whoever are on top, if you see them in Bangalore, I'm telling, they'll be going in a Dio, they'll be going in a scooty. You won't know that was this the rider I saw in the Supercross who was jumping, taking a jump of
Wow.
10, 15 feet. So that is awareness we are trying to create in Bangalore about motorsports.
That's correct. That's I 100% agree with you. My request to all the viewers who are there, please send messages across to all the people that to join us here, because right now Sina is giving us something which actually makes sense. Riding fast or driving fast on public lanes and property does not make you a good driver at all. Actually, that shows the level of intellect that you have. But yes, we request you to join us at all these competitive places where you can at least come across and understand the protocols of safe driving, if not else, how fast driving really happens.
Coming in,
Where do Okay, yeah. There was a little lag in your screen that I could see. Okay, yeah. So I was requesting all the viewers to actually knock on to their friends and tell them to join us, because a wonderful thing, Sina said, and that was that on the road you could please be following the rules. Does not make you a bad driver. It's just that if you really want to rush and you want that adrenaline, come over to the motorsports arenas and join us there. People like Sina are always there, and will be more than happy to help them and guide them. Okay, my question to you. We do understand that safety is of the prior importance, yes, but still it's
definitely.
dangerous. How would you feel that?
Okay, in whatever events takes place, actually, in national events there are three stewards. One is chief steward, one is assistant steward, the third one is club steward, and we have nowadays we have technical delegate also and chief scrutineer. So there are five and observers. So almost 6 to 7 of officials are there from the federation, where in which federation fits in to see that safety takes place priorly, and they see the ambulance, they speak to the doctor, they see everything is in place, a trauma care and a normal ambulance, and they need every stage they take around 2 to 3 ambulance trauma care ambulances, and which is like they put a like ICU on wheels, that kind of setup will be there. And we see in rallies, in national rallies especially, we see all roll cage, safety first. Pre-event scrutiny is totally about safety, nothing else. Whatever he has done to his car or bike, we are no way concerned. We don't tell them also if it is visible. After the event, any protest comes, then we see the technical matter. Before that, we see that it runs very safely. Every event, whether it is a club event or the national event or any local event. Local event, we don't call it a local event, we call it as club events. Local events, what we call is they don't take permit. There are so many which are running
Oh
even now.
yes,
Yeah. Even
they're
now,
happening. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
that much. Yesterday, it happened near Mysore. Yesterday, I'm telling you, I got a call today morning. They were telling, like, sir, we had been a girl, a lady rider. She was telling, sir, we had gone all the way. She had come from Hosur to Mysore. She had gone. So we spent all the way and went there. They took 1,000 rupees entry fees also because nowadays for ladies two-wheeler we are not taking the entries. Organizers are telling okay because we are getting almost 6 to 7 lady riders in two-wheeler. So she told, sir, they give in school and all, for the kids. That kind of trophy they have given. I told, I can't argue regarding this. First of all, you should have that any FMSA permitted event, we can question them or we can block them or we can tell them, boss, this if you are doing next time, we are going to recommend the federation not to give you the permit. So they won't get permit once anybody who are licensed from the federation tells regarding because after the event, stewards are going to put the uh, they tell the federation how this how happened the event. Once if they tell this organizer is not good, he will be blocked. He will not get the permit because he has to be on the compliance of whatever SR is sent. SR is supplementary regulations, which is to be sent before the event. At what time it starts, who are the officials, who are the organizing committee, and when are you going to post the results, and what all trophies are you giving? Not photos. What till what classes, till what position you are giving the trophies, and are you giving the cash prize or not? All these things are they have to fill up and send. That is known as supplementary regulations, which will federation approve and send a permit to the organizer. Then it starts.
Okay.
Then the organizer.
Okay. Sina,
Okay,
I
tell
have
me.
a
And then
question for you.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
a question right now.
yeah, yeah.
We spend all that time discussing all this. Is there a way we could stop all these or unscrupulous organizers or these people? Is there a rule, or can there be a rule? Is the FMSCI working on it?
They're working on it a lot. One thing is there. They can, whoever has got FMSA license, riders or drivers, if they drive or ride on any other events which are not permitted by FMSA, they have a power of banning them for 3 years or 6 months or 1 year. It is there, but it is not going so strictly. I don't know why, because federation has to get the actual proof has it written or has it taken place, some photos, videos and all. After that federation picks in, and I don't want to
Okay,
go again enter into
caller
that.
582 has a very interesting question. He says, is there any possibility to bring all the clubs under one roof that's under FMSCI?
No, it's not that club you can bring the club. Okay, a club can be get registered to the federation with giving their bylaws and all. The club should be formed by bylaws. They have to give the bylaws and all, and they have some nominal fees every year they have to pay. So the clubs can join federation. So federation is a they take the clubs and they register themselves. And if the club is registered to the federation, the permit fees is 50%.
Okay.
Permit fees is 50%. Now it is 10,000 plus 18% for one event. That is 11,800 rupees. So drastically it will come to 5,800 rupees. 5,900 rupees.
Okay.
So
Let's imagine. I'm just trying to make people understand that it's not that much of money which is involved. It's just 10,000 rupees plus 18% on GST. Plus, I think you also get a lot of support in terms of information and the rules that you get, and of course, their event becomes a little more safer as well. You know, because Sina, correct me if I'm wrong, because most of these people who are not taking any permits or are not aligned or registered with FMSCI, they are doing it because they think that it is either a waste of time or they've got too much of information that we have to fill. And, somewhere there is a gap between the reality and what they believe in.
Okay, as per what I've observed, which non-event, non-permitted event takes place, they think, we go there. Actually, we officials are friendly, we'll be very friendly with the organizers. They think we are more strict. They think we are strict. We are strict towards the safety. Boss, we are not strict for your organizing. We are strict about our safety. We see that your barricading is done, ambulance is in place. Ambulance, we should have all things, what all should be there on the present, especially neck brace and uh, things. So many things. We just ask them. We don't, compel. No. Then, if you don't have, definitely we'll tell boss, get it and see that it runs fast. And barricading mean so that public doesn't enter the uh, venue, enter the track.
Unauthorized, unscheduled traffic of people should not be
And
there where the event is
yeah,
taking place.
and the organizer thinks, he has to spend on the permit fee, he has to spend on the officials, he has to spend on the barricading, he has to spend on the ambulance. So all this he tries to squeeze things to organize. And organizing also is not a joke. And these
True.
kind of organizers, I'll tell you who are they. I'll tell you who are these organizers. These are the organizers who have seen this some events standing in the spectator. That they got this much, only this much.
Hmm.
Put a gate, give a start, finish, give them trophies. That's all. That's it. Those are the guys, take it very lightly and start doing it. Because I've seen so many doing that and they have ran away. They're nowhere in the picture. It's like
You're
that.
right. You're right.
They try
You're
to
right.
they
There's a.
penny foolishness.
I understand. I understand. Uh, this is something I think they think that fly by wire they will be making money and then they're going to be very rich.
Yes.
How much do you think are the authorities other than FMSCI, any government help or support, which would make these events a little more, you know, safe?
Definitely, first of all, we need government support. At least to recognize media. Media is the major thing because media recognize us, then only sponsor us, put their put in fund. They come and I really request to this program for all the automobile companies where you try to pitch in and support motorsports first because of because we our guys put in their hard-earned money, and if they don't get that, that support, they won't come next. They
You're
don't
right.
step.
You're right.
They
I
think,
think I think the part of it is also the problem where people are not understanding the importance of people like you. They think that probably you're very strict. But Sina, tell me, are you strict?
I have to be strict, definitely. It's not strict. It's not strict. At least to be within the frame of federation rules. And I will be very friendly with riders and drivers. You can ask anybody. I keep smiling with them. I keep speaking with them, so that I can interact with them and see what actually they need. What actually they need. I tell the boss before you come, go through the technical regulations, go through the SR and supplement regulation, then enter. It's not just you have a bike or you have a car, you drive, finish. No, have something little knowledge about that. What is technical regulations? What is SR? What is general prescription? Prescriptions you have. All these things. So it is not. I can't tell you that to be strict and all. It won't work out also. You be strict, it won't work out. Yeah, because you tell someone
There's.
in the
I'm sorry. I'm
okay,
sorry.
don't
I'll have
listen.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll have to request you. There's something wrong with the mic. There's a little muffle. I cannot. The viewers can't hear you loud and clear.
Now,
Hello, check.
am I audible? Am I audible?
You're
I
audible,
can,
but
I,
it sounds a little distant.
okay. I think is it my Bluetooth?
Oh, now it's better. Yeah, I think it's the Bluetooth.
I think I'll change
It's
one.
better now. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yes,
I think,
yes, loud and
I
clear,
think,
sir.
yeah, I think some network
Just
issues.
like a fine-tuned purring engine, I can hear you loud and clear.
And moreover, Mr. Joe, like in India, I keep telling, if you try to search organizers, there are only 8 to 10, only eight to
Yes.
ten who are organizing continuously, and most of the clubs in the south. I don't think any clubs in North India they're running good events. Not good events, events they are not trying to run. I don't know why it is.
Okay, yeah. I was just about to say I'm a little biased towards North, yes, but then again, we need more events. Though most of the events that I mean, 100% events that I've participated in any form, shape, size, or authority, they're all FMSCI registered events, like all these Northern Motorsports, Chandigarh Motorsports,
Sajoba
everything, right?
Rally, Sajoba Rally.
Yes, Jobas and all these are the very scrutinized and very organized events. Yes, but yes, I would say they're a little less in terms of
Very, very
a
less.
calendar of North. Yes, you have more dates filled in terms of motorsports in your part of the world. Tell us about the Coimbatore track. I believe there's a track coming up in Coimbatore.
Coimbatore already they have got a track. Curry Speedway.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that, please.
Curry Speedway is, I mean, it's a kind of, to be very frank, I have not gone to that track.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to visit the track, but it is not to that national events takes place. National events takes place, go-karting takes place, bike race takes place, car racing takes place. So all these things, and every event here, Unnati Dirt Park, they did one event 2 weeks back. They had 124 bikers, 124
Nice.
competitors.
Wow.
And yesterday there was one more event. They got almost 90 to 100 entries bike in Bangalore.
Nice.
So autocross, dirt track and autocross are happening a lot in Bangalore.
Okay.
I don't think anywhere is happening.
Say for example, say for example, my question to you, because these are the things we every time we have a session here, people keep asking. Now let's blank out the slate. You are an upcoming motorsports fan who wants to start motorsports in any form. What would be the logical steps, according to Sina, as his Bible of being, or the dummies Bible to motorsports competition?
Okay, to improve, you are asking me to improve motorsports
No,
in
no, no, no,
India.
no. How to start? How
Hmm.
to start? I mean, we get millions of people asking me every now and then, "Bhaiya, kaise shuru karu? How do I start, Macha?" So how?
No, no, no. My first thing to this is, we keep telling, आप करोड़पति है क्या? आ जाओ लखपति बनाता हूँ. If you are a billionaire, come, I'll make you millionaire. Because motorsports is very costly. It's a very
Yes.
costly affair. I think you'll be having an experience regarding this also. Shell
Oh,
out, shell
yes.
out, shell out. Only outgoing, no incoming. Yes, you got good name, and it is passion
Outgoing,
where it
incoming. Let's
takes.
let's stop right here. Outgoing, incoming.
But
But what is the reason why people still want to go there? And I think that is the adrenaline, and that's priceless.
adrenaline and
Why did you
passion,
start?
passion. That is passion.
There you
It's
go.
all passion. Hmm. And I keep hearing in Bangalore outskirts that there are so many tracks are coming out. And okay, I think I should tell you or not. I mean, let me open it up now. I'm having a talks with some people who want to invest on motorsports, and I have told them if you are investing, we are starting a track strip first because we have one more drag strip in Taneja Aerospace in Bangalore. Well, last Sunday I was there as a uh, 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 second steward. I was there. We had got 300 bikers, 200 cars. You
Nice.
name the cars, you name the bikes, Indian imported, they were in Dhanaya Aerospace, which was organized by a Vroom drag race. Vroom was the people, they continuously, this is the sixth edition they have done successfully.
Okay, I do not listen to you. I don't believe this. You are going to make me a millionaire out of a billionaire. I still want to go ahead and do it. Now tell me what to do.
Okay. First of all, you should have good training with professionals where where they can have if they know me, they can call me and ask. There are some professionals who are running the classes over here, whether he's interested in racing, whether he's interested in rallying, whether he's interested in two-wheeler or full or dirt track and autocross, whatever. First of all, he has to start with a professional, where it is not necessary that you should have a bike or a car. They rent it out also. They rent it out.
Okay.
They teach you. They are very very technically sound. They will teach you. I know a couple of people like Chetan Shivaram, Rupesh Kole, BC Rupesh, and so many others, and Dhruva Chandrasekhar. All these guys, they are very, 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 very professionals. They have classes. They take a nominal professional charges and teach you
Of course.
how
Of
to
course.
ride or drive. After that, they'll only teach you have to buy this kind of car, depending upon his riding or driving. They may suggest you a normal car because if you are a normal driver to start up. After normal, uh, you can rush. So they'll tell you after the training session is finished. They'll tell you what you have to buy, where you have to buy, and which car to buy, and where it can be prepared. All these things they'll teach. So that is the first platform where you have to enter. And so many
Okay.
are, they think, I drive or ride so fast in the road. I can do it in the track also. I'll tell you, in two-wheeler, one who thinks like that can't even smell the smoke who is going on the last. The
I love it for that analogy.
whoever is riding fast in the roads, if he comes to the track, I'm telling you, he can't even smell the smoke of the last going fellow. He'll be behind
You're
him
right.
because
I agree. I agree 100%.
he's at least he has got experience. He's got seen so many events. You can't gear up yourself and go stand in the track. No, and you have to buy your riding gears, driving gears,
Yes.
which is a quite big investment nowadays. We are not allowing ankle shoes and all, ankle shoes and ankle boots. We are asking for the motocross boots, which is
Yes.
minimum at cost at 8 10,000 10K, which starts
Yes.
only for the boots. I'm telling. After that, you need your chest guard, you need your helmet, which is EC approved, and we don't let you in on ISI or dot helmets. You need your gloves, you need your arm pads, knee guard. Uh, so all these things, it costs. It costs. It's all one-time investment again for your safety. It's one-time investment. So these are the things, which and regarding motorsports, whatever topic we have put up, like trying to improvise motorsport. I think, first of all, politics is everywhere in all the sport, in
Well,
all the
the
field.
place I was getting to. How many percentage of politics do you think is there between various parts of the country, various organizers, various clubs, and various manufacturers?
Everywhere it is there. Everywhere it is there. But when I see in India, if I organize good, the other club won't like them. I don't want to mention the clubs and all now. If
Okay.
I organize good, but if any mistake goes, he starts, cheering up, having a nice day that day. Okay, ये तो गया बना के he didn't organize properly. So everything is there that should come out. That one thing should come out. And secondly, I request the sponsors to look into the sport to you sponsor, I don't know where all you sponsor, at least motorsports, it will definitely, it will happen. Because as I told you, probably I am the only person to update in WhatsApp for so many enthusiasts. And even now also I've been adding them.
That's an interesting information for all the people who are watching. Please tell your friends as well. Motoport Seena has a WhatsApp group as well, and he's been trying to help people in whichever way possible he could. And that is a wonderful thing, sir. I would actually salute you for the fact that you are taking fun so seriously. It is so amazing.
Very,
Yes.
very much, very much. I have to take because this I started almost 5, 6 years back. Starting, I was a little skeptic, Will people take this? Because in broadcast, in group, what happens? Anybody can post anything, but in broadcast, it don't happen like that. In broadcast, if I post, it goes to 4,000. But somebody posts, it comes to only me, not to any others. So I see that no good morning, no good evening, nothing. Only about sports. Only about motorsports. Nothing else. Any events taking place in India. And I do it freely. I'm not charging anybody if you are organizing an event. I'm spreading about your event, spreading it. Thank you. I'm spreading it
Sure, brother.
freely and see that everybody knows that there's something happening in motorsports. That's what I want. And there are some media people also in my group. There are some media people also in my group, and I don't want to, once I can say, twice I can say. I can't keep on saying it. Doesn't look good also. So, media, major is media. We don't have much of advertisements, much of ongoing what's happening in motorsports. That's what happening. And really I want to thank Fervent Motorsports for and majorly Harinder Rana. Harinder Rana was behind me almost not behind me, sorry, from 1 month because he was in the WhatsApp group.
He's
After
a
seeing all
persistent
these things,
gentleman, I must
yeah,
say. He's a very
yeah,
persistent gentleman. He
and for
sees
the
the time
Fervent
when he
Motorsports.
knows he wants that.
And further, after I spoke to Harinder, that was the first one. Wednesday, where we took even I was there, and the whole 1 hour I was there, and online I was just it was amazing that you spoke and even the ladies were on the board. They also gave very good information.
Sina, if you could just adjust your earpiece, please. Just a little. That's better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that okay?
Oh,
Okay, okay.
brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Uh,
Uh,
so,
See, it's our endeavor and effort here at Fervent Motorsports where we can get guidance and help and direction from people like you to make sure that whatever we have dreamt all our lives as motorsport to see how internationally it has been and in various levels. It's such an honor to have somebody like you, and please be part of our panel and please bless us every now and then whenever you are. And as a
Are.
Scoopy, make sure that you tell us, hey, this is where you
No,
need
no, no,
to
no, no.
shape up.
No, no, don't tell anything. I mean, don't put me into that thing. Okay. Now I want you to tell in front of all. Now you make a stipulated time, or maybe Monday 10 o'clock, or Monday 9 o'clock. Bring in all the. I can give you all the contacts by asking them, like CK Chinnappa, Chetan Shivaram, Dhruva Chandrasekhar. There are so many. I mean, I'm speaking the south part or north part also. If you want anybody who can come
North,
into the
North, whatever little I am friends with people like Hari Singh, Sunny Sidhu's, and Gaurav Gill,
yeah,
Sunny Kumar, Rohitas Kumar, and
bring
all
them,
these
bring
guys, the
them.
whole gang. They are wonderful people. They're always there to help
See,
us out. You know.
see that every Monday. It should be like okay, Monday. When is Monday? 10 o'clock coming, so that I can see one more face off to see. I can listen to what they say. So that's make it on one stipulated time, a weekly once or weekly
We're working on
twice,
that.
whichever you
We're
feel,
working on that. We're working on
whichever
that.
you
There's a
feel,
good.
whichever you feel.
Sure, sure, sure. Gotham 582 has the question for you. He says, Sina sir, a question to you. Why are the teams aware of sports management it's a gold mine where motorsport teams have not taking it up seriously. The gap between sponsor and team can be bridged. How do we figure that out?
Okay, now as of now, before we had two teams from TVS and Yamaha. So now
Yes.
Hero has come out. Now Hero Motor Corp has come out, and TVS
Suzuki
is already
Suzuki
there.
is also pretty active. Suzuki has pitched in a lot.
Suzuki is active only in racing,
Okay.
only in racing, not in rallying. My part is most of in rallying and autocross, not in racing. My part, because Chennai is almost far from
I
here, and
understand.
they are like they're doing in a big way, like Amit Arora, Mandeep Dalal. They're doing big.
Yes.
Manoj Dalal, I'm sorry, Manoj Dalal and Mr. Vicky Chandok. They're all organizing in a big way over there. So, so teams, when it comes to teams, yes, they have to. I don't know. Sponsor, there should be a person, some person who can bridge motorsports, who bridge the drivers and the sponsors to get into thing. Nowadays, JK has come out to your
Oh
sponsor.
yes,
I saw,
yes.
I
I've
saw
been associated with JK in a very a
they
comprehensive
they are
way
do-
across North.
they are
Yes, I've
doing
been
it.
part of a lot of their events.
Of
My
course,
question
MRF
to you,
MRF is there.
yes,
MRF is already
uh,
there. So,
yes.
tell me.
I've also been part of the Auto Expo, and for Siam, I have been associated with them for many Auto Expos that keep happening. But my question to you here is a little on the side that okay, every motorsport, a person starts and wants to get to a level where he wants to win that particular section or a particular sort of a motorsport,
Yeah.
be it supercross, autocross, two wheelers, four wheelers, off roading, rally or raid the Himalayas or whatever the kinds are. Now, like in Formula One, you have various levels to reach Formula One. Do you think that we could also have these kind of levels or licenses or recognitions for drivers to participate?
Definitely. When you start up, you have to start with the club events. It takes place almost a monthly, twice or thrice. They are there, so you have to participate there, show your skill. You have to win. First of all, you have to win there, and you have to have a federation license also. Nowadays, they are giving 1 day license also, and it is not a big thing. Just to send your photo online. You can send and just fill up the form, give a medical certificate, which is very easy. People think getting a FMSA license is a big thing. No. It is very simple. It's all online. You get a license for whichever events you want to participate, and
So, as a
every event it's
participant,
an
you say,
experience.
as a participant, that means that if I, let's say, right now have to say, okay, I'm going to take part in a certain competition. So, what I have to
Mhm.
do is log on to their site, go in there, fill in my details, and they'll offer me a license. Is that how
Yeah,
easy it is? Wow.
you should have a driving license
Valid
first of
driver's
all.
license, yes.
Valid
Yes.
driving license, valid driving license. Or put a copy of that, and you get it by maximum 2, 3 days, 3, 4 days. So, for example, there's an event on Sunday. There's an event on Sunday. You're filling your form on Tuesday or Wednesday. No issues. Online, they'll update the license number. If you don't get the license also, you can show the organizer, see, boss, this is my license number, and you'll be permitted. Okay, if you don't have FMSA license also, if you enter to the event, any event, not national events, I'm telling you. National events are very strict with all these norms. You should have a valid, valid DL and FMSA license. But in club, what happens? We give 1 day license, 1 day license, which is 250 rupees and 350 rupees for the car. 1 day. So 1 day, that day you can drive or ride. It is not it is not a big, and there also you have to produce your DL.
Seems like
Any questions you
okay.
got?
Okay, there was a little freeze on the information, but the information that we've gathered is like that FMSCI is the authority which you need. Now, okay, let's make it a bare minimum that okay, all the organizers should say that you have to have some kind of a license, which is recognized by our Motorsports Authority, which is the highest right now
Yeah.
as FMSCI in the country. After the clubs, where do we go now?
For what? No,
For the
after the
competition, okay,
clubs,
I let's say I have a podium finish or a pole position or
you
in
can,
any
you
event.
can, you can enter direct to the national events. It's not a big thing again. You can enter, but to have little more experience, to know yourself, to know your machine, start up with the club events where they have small track of dirt track where you can learn more and more. And I interact with the persons. Even national riders and drivers come to the club events. Not that they don't come. Even they come, so you can learn with them. After that you will only come to know that it's very easy to enter national events also. National events is only thing is documentation will be little more strict in the national event. Even here also it is strict, but little paperwork is more over there. Your rally cover, your personal accident insurance, all these things are little more. That's it. Otherwise, to start up, I'm telling you.
Okay. Gautam has an interesting observation. He says that Sina sir, will motorsports get a proper hierarchy like cricket from Gully to IPL? We have hierarchy there, but why don't we have it in things like MotoGP or F1 or these kind of now. My question to you would have been this same, but I would like to right now point out gully cricket needs just a few bricks and a bat and a ball, but for something like a MotoGP or a MXGP or an F1, you need to have a proper track. So I think that hierarchy is out of question. But when it comes to national level events, do you think we can have a future where we have a circuit or a season where it could happen in different parts of the country apart from rally? Is there a way we could have two wheelers or four wheelers as motorsports in different parts of the country traveling and accumulating points and getting winners and champions?
Okay, again, this comes to again racing. See, we have three
Yes,
circuits already. VIC, we have got MMSC in Chennai and Career Speedway in Coimbatore. There,
yes.
whenever is happening over there, you can go straight away walk in. They have their own riding gears or driving suit, and they rent out cars and bikes also. So start up practicing with the professionals with their guidance. When you
Wow.
start there, when you come to know, or when your trainer tells you, okay, now you participate in the events, you can participate in the events also. First of all, you have to take training. Training is the major thing. Before and all, when we were there, we didn't have anybody. We didn't have anybody to train us at all. Now everything is open. Everything. Only thing you have to shell out. Shell out money. Shell out money, you can get anything. So you get all
Srinivas,
riding gears and all.
I am so amazed. I mean, the way you were thinking about our times, we really didn't have facilities those days. We were just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very
learning
much,
as
very
we
much.
went. We
Very
just
much,
learned
very
as
much.
we went. It
Very
was
much.
such
We
a
didn't
pleasure,
know.
Sina sir. Before I know it's been more than an hour. There are other things for you to
Yeah,
look
yeah, yeah.
after, and
Yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah.
the
Yeah, yeah,
future
yeah,
of
yeah.
motorsports in India. It's such a pleasure. Before you go, last
Yeah.
words of passion, responsibility, and enlightenment to our viewers and future motorsports enthusiasts, please.
Okay. As I told you, first of all, start up with your training sessions and major, please abide to the rules, traffic rules, wherever, whichever city or in India. Because I have seen guys, once they go to foreign and come back, they try to say what in foreign. But why can't you do it in India? Why can't you do it in India? That's what I say.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And my number is 9880441877. Anytime you can WhatsApp me. I'll add you to my broadcast list. Any kind of questions, queries, you can ask me anytime. My mobile is on 24 hours, except 1 hour in the evening. That is 6 to 7 because I'm in yoga class. So I
Oh
keep it switch
yes, oh
off.
yes.
I keep it switch off. That's the only 1 hour in 24 hours my mobile is not reachable. Otherwise, anytime they can call and see that you go into a right way, right path to enter this because once you enter, it should not happen. You should not get demoralized or you should not lose your heart or you should not feel what is this? No. There are so many professionals who can guide you, who can teach you. You can call me up. Again, I'm telling you my number 9880441877. If you want, I can type it also and keep so that you can note down also. Uh,
Sure thing,
that's it.
sir. We will make sure that we share this phone number with all the people. Yes, it is going to be part of our profile as Fervent Motorsports is actually trying to get all the things that we can help the future competitors and enthusiasts of motorsports who want to compete. Sina sir, there are
Yeah.
so many things we have learned today.
Okay.
We
Yeah. Yeah.
met a
And
gentleman who,
again, I'm telling you, have a discussion with Mr. Harinder and make a stipulated time and keep 1 hour or half an hour or 45 minutes, whatever you like, and see that you bring in all the people who are more experienced than me. I'm telling you, more
we're
experienced than
working
me.
on that,
Also, you
sir.
can do
We're
that.
working on that.
And I
We're working on that.
and I really thank Fervent Motorsports and Mr. Joe and especially Mr. Harinder Rana for bringing me on board. I'm really honored and thank you guys. God bless you. God bless you for your future projects and future whatever you want to do on your good heart and by heart. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Godspeed to you, sir. Godspeed to you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the legendary Moto Port Seena with us, and we bless him. And with all our hearts, we will thank him. And with a heavy heart, that please don't go. We have other things to discuss, but maybe sure we will do that. Time is not on our side, and time is something which is very important in motorsports. Thank you very much, Zina sir. God
Thank
bless
you,
you all,
Mr. Joe.
ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen. We'll have another
Thank you.
special guest very soon. Till then, good night and God bless.